Yeah.
So, what is this, episode 5 now?
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is Skeet Eli episode 5 then. And we shall go and destroy the internet once more.
When people comment that you're mature for your age and you laugh about it, but you know inside that you matured from the trauma, not from the years.
I'm not sure why you're laughing about it at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, the trauma kind of happens over the years, and then there's the fact that you still don't know how to spell. So I don't think you're really as mature as you seem to think everyone says you are.
Obviously, if you were mature, you know how to spell.
Obviously, if you were mature, you wouldn't need to share these things.
Yeah. And since they're saying for your age, I'm assuming you're pretty young. What trauma have you suffered through?
What great kernels of wisdom do they have for us? I want to meet this person and just be like, hey, what can you tell me that I don't already know from all your horrible, traumatic 13 years of life? Oh, yes. Why is training to kill people free, but training to save lives costs thousands of dollars? It's so basic.
Well, you see, training to save lives costing thousands of dollars because it costs thousands of dollars to save lives in general.
Yeah, because they don't want you to screw it up, so they want to make sure that you're not just going into this just for the heck of it.
Yeah. And training to kill people free. Well, you see, if they didn't do that...
You're not training to kill people, you're training to protect your country.
Yeah.
It's meant to be patriotic and voluntary, and if we don't have an army, then we don't have a country, and then we don't have a medical system, and then you can't train to save lives.
Yeah. And nobody's going to pay to go to war. I'm sorry, but it's not that much of a party.
Yeah, here, take all my money so you can go and send me out to potentially die.
Yeah. My favorite activity is being drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to do it for free because...
That's what I always wished of doing as a kid. I just wanted to be conscripted into the army.
Yeah, it would be pretty great, you know. I might die.
Dream come true.
It's stellar.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Oh,
just read the highlighted parts.
You read it. I don't want to read
Fine,
that.
I will.
It hurts my eyes.
Gosh. When a school goes into lockdown, each classroom is pretty much a bunch of sitting ducks. If an attacker gets through the door, the teacher needs to engage them. What if, when a school went into lockdown, every teacher grabbed a fire extinguisher? If we can spend $720 million? What is that? It's a really big number. In Iraq every day. What? We do not spend $720 million every day. I'm sorry.
In Iraq.
We would have no money at all.
Well, America's already $20 trillion in debt.
I didn't even pay attention to that the first time I read this. Man, that's terrible. I'm pretty sure we can put a fire extinguisher in every classroom in America. It's less than $1 a student. That's pretty cheap insurance policy, don't you think?
It's an insurance policy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, your idea is kind of stupid. I'm just saying. It's really dumb.
Just kinda.
Okay, so if you started spraying someone with a fire extinguisher and they meant to, come into the classroom to shoot people, and then they just walk in and they're getting sprayed by a fire extinguisher, they're not going to be like, oh, better put down my gun because that's the safest thing for me to do right now. No, they'd start shooting into, wherever, the fog and whatever, and then they'll kill even more people because they're reckless and they're just shooting things and just death and all that fun stuff. And it wouldn't help at all. You're kind of just not very intelligent.
Instead of incapacitating them, you just agitate them, and then everyone would die. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Perfect plan, guys. Let's do it.
Okay. Repost this if you were raised right and know the answer. What's wrong with this picture?
See, at first, I didn't know what was wrong with this picture, so I obviously wasn't raised right. I am now a terrible person, and no one can ever love me.
You're right,
So,
Skeet.
Eli, you were raised right. You know what it is, so you better tell everybody how it's going down.
Well, you see, if a car is coming and it looks like it's gonna drive like 5 feet into the sidewalk for some reason, The man is supposed to get hit, not the woman. So the woman should be walking on the inside of the sidewalk, and the man should be walking on the outside of the sidewalk, because men are more expendable.
Yes. This is fair. This is 100% feminism. Exactly what our culture needs. Also, you could just not walk that close to the sidewalk and you probably won't get hit.
But they aren't even walking that close to the street in the picture.
No, they aren't. And it's like, looks like it's a huge sidewalk. Like, they could just move slightly to the left and they'd be perfectly safe, because I think there's a power pole right next to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's just stupid. I cry every time. Sometimes you gotta give up on people, not because you don't care, but because they don't.
Well, that'll teach them.
Like, no, you don't have to give up on people. You never have to give up on people. I don't give up on people. If they don't care, they're just not gonna talk to you, so then you just stop putting in effort. But if they come back, you don't have to give up on them.
Yeah.
You can be there for them, whether they care or not.
But Skeet, this is about me.
Yeah, definitely. I think we went over that. Didn't we go over that last episode, that it's not about us?
I think it was in the 3rd episode.
I don't know. We went over it somewhere. Go watch all of our videos. You'll find it.
Yeah. No matter how broken you are, there is someone out there who will love you enough to put you back together again. Okay, well,
Yep.
You know what? The caption isn't completely stupid. It's a picture that the caption is over.
Actually, the caption's pretty stupid, too.
Yes, it is. But it's not as stupid as it is now.
The picture implying everything just makes it even worse.
Yes. It wouldn't be as stupid without the picture.
No. What's even worse is they didn't even get Joker's skin color right. His entire body should be white.
No.
They just pasted his face. Yeah, because in the original story, he falls into this vat of chemicals and he comes out with all white skin.
But, Skeet, have you
Come
never
on.
watched...
Don't you know anything, Eli?
Have you never watched Suicide Squad? That's canon!
Yeah, Suicide Squad is definitely relevant.
Is it?
It's totally not the worst movie ever. Except it is. So bad.
And, are we gonna comment again on how Harley and Joker's relationship...
Yeah, no one's putting anything back together again. They're tearing each other apart right here.
Yeah, well,
Joker just kind of uses Harley whenever it's convenient for him, and then throws her out of moving vehicles while he escapes.
No, it's true love. It's true love. You don't
Yeah.
even know. You don't understand because
Yeah.
you're not crazy enough to
Yeah,
understand.
I'm not crazy. I need to be like a crazy teenage girl
Yeah.
to understand this.
Yeah.
Terrible. This is so real. It's too real. Eli.
What's real? Tell me what's real, Skeet.
No, you tell me what's real.
Fine. Stuck between I don't want to feel that type of hurt again, but I want to feel that type of love again. This must be Harley. Harley Quinn.
This is so contradictory. It's like, I don't want to feel that type of hurt again, but I want to feel that type of love again. Obviously, it wasn't a type of love you want to feel if it ended up hurting you. It just didn't work properly. This is wrong.
No, you can't be talking about the same thing when you put those two sentences together.
No, you really can't.
Alrighty there.
Yeah, well, that was easy to explain. Oh, yes. So dang true. I don't care if you're sick. I'll kiss you because you're worth catching a cold over. Well, that's how epidemics get started. That's pretty much all I have to say about that.
This is how Ebola spread, guys.
Yes. This is the attitude we should have had when the Ebola epidemic started. Even though
Yeah.
it wasn't an epidemic and it didn't get that far, but whatever.
We're calling it an epidemic for the sake of convenience.
Yes. It would have been an epidemic if we'd had this attitude.
Yep.
Oh, I don't care that you have a horrible infectious disease that's going to take over this entire country.
I want my kisses.
You're worth
darn
catching Ebola over.
you. and then it doesn't even matter if I can take care of you because I had my kisses. That's all I
Yeah.
care about in this relationship. You don't matter. I just want kisses.
This comes from real relationship, guys. They know how it is.
Yeah.
You can read this one.
Okay. Sex takes the consent of two. If one person is lying there, not doing anything because they're not ready or not in the mood or simply don't want to yet, the other is having sex with their body, it's not love, it is rape.
This is horribly, horribly written.
It is also horribly, horribly false.
Yes.
Okay.
See, it started off right. Sex takes the consent of two. Okay, good.
Gotcha. If one person is lying there, not doing anything,
Okay, let's see where they're going with
because
this.
they're not ready, okay, or not in the
Okay,
mood,
yeah, okay, that makes sense. If they're not ready, don't do it.
okay. But then they go on to say, or not in the mood, or simply don't want to. Well, I guess I put yet after there, but either way, if
Want
you
to
let
yet.
someone,
Okay, yeah.
have sex with you, if you're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, it's not rape, that's consent, okay? I'm sorry, that is the definition of consent.
If you've done absolutely nothing to stop them,
Yeah, like, and if you've invited it by saying, yeah, sure, you know what, like, whatever, but you still, like, aren't in the mood or whatever, it doesn't make it rape. It just makes it, you're lying there. I mean, like, it would probably suck, but it's not rape.
it's not rape. It's probably extremely uncomfortable.
It's
And
probably uncomfortable for both people.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Okay. The definition of rape in its archaic form is to seize and take away by force,
well,
which is not at all what this states.
yes, it is. Well, it is. You don't know.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming in this context they're in a relationship where they've probably already had sex.
Yeah, it sounds like it by the word.
And so it's probably a completely normal thing for them.
Yeah.
So I don't think that counts as rape if you're just sitting there letting them do this thing that you've already done tons of times before.
Yeah. Just because. But in their mindset, okay, if this was how rape was determined, like legally, then they could be enjoying it, whatever, but then the next day they could you know what? I'm mad at you, so I want to accuse you of rape, and they would be punished for them being like, yeah, I wasn't in the mood, and since that isn't like provable, and since it would probably be the woman accusing the man, they would probably be convicted. It's like, okay, well,
Yep. Pretty much how cases go through now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Why do parents get mad when you sleep all day? Like, I'm staying out of trouble and I'm not spending your money. What is the issue here?
The issue is that you're not doing anything with your life.
Don't be a lazy bum. Parents actually want you to, like, get a job and not fail at everything.
But, I mean, like, they should probably be praising you because you're not doing something that you shouldn't be doing.
Well, while it's good to stay out of trouble and not spend your parents' money, you should be out there amidst people doing things and actually making money of your own so that when you actually want to spend money, you can. Because, when you grow old enough that you can actually move out of your house, you kind of do need money.
You do? I thought everything was
Unless
free.
you just want to live in your parents' house until they die. I mean, that's fine. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Because then you can't pay the bills once they're dead.
Then you die because,
Paid any of the bills and throw you out on the street and you don't know how to socialize. It's just the end of the world.
Yeah. So, everything is the issue here.
Yes. Oh, man, we're already all the way through.
Well, okay then.
So, yeah, that's good. I made it nice and short today. I didn't go too crazy.
Yeah.
Skeet is your savior.
Whoa.
Watch all our videos.
Oh, there.
Follow us on Tumble and Twitter. Watch my latest video where I personally do my Skeet scores and destroy someone's life. I mean video.
So, yeah. Go give us more watch time.
Program terminated.